Earlier this evening, the wildly popular political news source Politico hosted two caucus events, and they happened at the College of Charleston.
Sure did. The caucuses focused on energy, the economy. News 2's Matt Alba was there, joins us live in the studio to explain more about why the national news publication wanted to come here to our state, and specifically right here to the Low Country. Matt?
Well, guys, Politico reporters and economy experts wanted to be here in Charleston tonight because as we approach the South Carolina primary, all eyes are on the Palmetto State, and the rest of the nation is wondering how South Carolinians stand on the issues.
Right now, for the next week on the Republican side and the next 2 weeks on the Democratic side, everyone is focused on what South Carolina voters think.
Steve Shepard is the editor for the Politico caucus.
We had a bipartisan panel.
And Thursday night, inside the College of Charleston Alumni Hall, national economists and campaign advisors dissected the presidential candidates' economic proposals.
Voters in Iowa and New Hampshire and also nationally are telling pollsters that the economy is still the most important issue facing them every day.
South Carolina Republican Party Chair Matt Moore debated the issue with his Democratic counterpart.
South Carolinians get a front row seat to making history, but more importantly, they get a shot to impact the issues that our candidates are talking about.
Nearly all Republican candidates argue that the tax code is broken and needs major reforms to boost economic growth and make U.S. companies more competitive.
It's a very important election. We want everyone to vote.
Among the Democratic nominees, there's disagreement on tax policy. Hillary Clinton has focused on small, targeted tax increases on high-income taxpayers to fund much smaller expansions to government programs. Bernie Sanders, on the other hand, has proposed more broad-based taxes that impact all taxpayers in order to fund his ambitious domestic policy agenda. South Carolina Democratic Chair Jamie Harrison weighed in at tonight's caucus and said the candidates will need to target certain areas and certain people for their causes.
As it was mentioned earlier tonight, each region of South Carolina is very different. The most important demographic right now is African American women. That's going to be the swing demographic, and they have to find a way to message those particular women.
For all your South Carolina primary coverage, head to count-on2.com, click the news tab, and then drop down and click local coverage. Live in the studio, Matt Alba, News 2.
Well, the other event tonight was a caucus on energy issues and how the presidential candidates plan on addressing them. The panel of guest speakers featured energy reporters from Politico alongside campaign advisors and energy experts who talked about climate change, cheap gas prices, and debated offshore drilling here in South Carolina. Tonight, we spoke with the South Carolina chair of the Republican Party about how the GOP candidates plan to address energy solutions in our state.
I think South Carolinians believe in an all-of-the-above energy policy that's based on innovation and giving entrepreneurs the chance to get ahead. So having sensible energy policies that bring low cost to consumers, that's what people want.